when you need to talk to a private eye.
You want to be talking to Jim Rockford.
That's right. He's the one to talk to.
They don't know who you're talking to.
Rockford.
He's got everyone talking.
What kind of lowlife is he?
Takes out half-page ads in a phone book.
I seem to recall the phrase, moderately intelligent private detective.
You have a smart mouth. You're right, I do. But I'm working on changing that.
Jim Rockford is all the talk on MeTV.
He's something else, all right.
Weekdays at 11, 10 Central on MeTV.
Hi, I'm John Malos, and welcome to Connect with Me here on Comcast 187 and 43.6. It's Monday morning on the showroom floor at Ventura TV, and it's on the air off the presses this morning. We've got the two main anchors of the Kmph 10 o'clock news, Anna Laurel and Monty Torres. They're waiting here to take your phone calls, area code 559-265-4331. Back in just a moment. This should be a fun show today. Welcome to Connect with Me here. We're going to talk to the two anchors of the Kmph 10 o'clock news, Anna Laurel and Monty Torres. You know, they've been anchoring together on the set there at Channel 26 for the better part of 3 years now. You know, we see them each and every night. They come into our living rooms. Let's take one more look, as if you don't know what they look or sound like, but we'll show you and remind you just in case.
Breaking news right off the top here at 10. A 7-hour standoff with Fresno police comes to an end. A man armed with a shotgun finally gives himself up. Good evening. I'm Anna Laurel.
And I'm Monty Torres. Thank you for joining us. The man fired several shots, police say, before turning himself in. The neighborhood around the house was evacuated as a precaution. KMPH News reporter Eric Rosales joins us with the latest. And Eric, just how serious was that threat to all those people out there? The man actually fired shots.
Well, that's just a sampling of what you see on the Kmph 10 o'clock news each and every night, Monday through Friday. Of course, they have Saturday and Sunday off. They deserve time off once in a while, right? Yes. Well, Monty has gone through Kmph before. This is his second stint as an anchor there. He was the weekend guy before, and he became the main anchor, of course, later on. Anna is from South Carolina. She's worked in Montana. She worked in the city of Phoenix, and she came to Fresno to work with Monty 3 years ago. We're waiting to take your phone calls. In fact, we had a phone call just a minute ago. You can call back at 265-4331. The area code is the same as it has always been, 559. Can't wait to get on with the show. We'll see you around the corner in just a minute.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the low-price leading brands reliable advice place. The Whirlpool Dream Kitchen Get Yours Today place. Check this out. Right now, get huge savings on select Whirlpool appliances and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
And welcome back to the show. We had a phone call a minute ago, but they'll call back.
They will. Did you say it was Kopi?
I don't know. You know, we have caller ID, but it didn't say Kopi on there. I'm not sure. Anna, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too,
First time
John.
I've seen you.
That's
Welcome
right.
to the show.
Thanks so much.
Anyway, Monty, good to see you
Always
again.
good to see you, John.
Gosh, so what's it like working together, guys and girls?
It's fun.
It's been very pleasant.
Yeah,
it's a great
we do. We have
partner.
a good time.
Yeah, so you've been together 3 years. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a tough question. This is going to be a hardball question. Do you have to like each other to work day in and day out as closely as you do?
Yes, I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Explain.
Look, a camera magnifies everything. If we didn't like each other,
the body language would come through.
Yes, it would be weird. Yeah,
it would be. It would be.
And eventually, because you never know what's going to happen on live TV, you have to be able to trust each other.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean like here or anywhere, right?
That's right. You never know what could happen.
You never know who's going to call in or whatnot.
Right.
How did you know? I mean, you guys work very well together. You look great on camera. You sound great. Both of you sound great. You're professional. How did you know that it was going to click? I mean, Monty, you were there first. Anna came in, obviously, for the audition. Did you know immediately?
Well, you never know right from the bat. I mean, there's a process of getting to know somebody. But, I mean, I can remember the day that Anna came in and did a camera check with us, when she flew out
Right.
here. And we talked. And
You were on together?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We were. And,
All right.
and what I noticed from the start was she's very genuine. What you see
Right.
is what you get. And she's straightforward, and I like that. And, I mean,
Kind of like you.
well, I hope so. and so, I mean, it does take a little while to learn to get to know somebody, but I did feel comfortable with her right away. We were chatting that day. We were talking.
I'm kind of
about other
shy and
things.
timid, so that
Right.
helped.
Yes, shy. So anyway, it was very easy to converse with her, and we've had a lot of fun ever since. I've enjoyed getting to know her over the last 3 years, as well as working with her, and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah. What about you? What do you want to add to that? You'll have to move up.
Oh,
just a
I'm
little.
sorry.
That's all
Sorry.
right.
No, I mean, as soon as I came in, Monty was very welcoming and everything from the beginning of what's your favorite restaurant in town to, showing me the ropes at the station. So
What do you
it just
think
works.
of Fresno? I mean, you're from South Carolina.
I love it.
The South,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
obviously. You worked in Phoenix, in Montana. It's a little different here
It's a little different.
compared to where
You know what?
your
It's-
surroundings were.
It's different from Phoenix, from where I came from, but it's very similar to where I'm from in South Carolina, which is great.
Hey, boys and girls, we have a phone call, and it's not Kopi. by
Oh,
the
okay.
way. Good morning. You're on Connect with me. What's your question for Monty and Anna? Whoops, they hung up.
They got nervous.
You got to be patient around here sometimes.
I
I don't know.
My mom's long distance, or I would have her call.
When did you start in television news?
Maybe, let's see, I graduated college back in the day. I think my
don't
first
remember?
job. Yeah, I do, but I can't say.
Okay.
I started in Montana maybe
Right.
7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has the business changed, do you think? in
More
that amount of time?
more online stuff, faster. I mean, you've got to churn things out a lot faster. Quantity, a lot more stuff is going on.
It's not just one platform anymore, not just TV. It's the internet, and it's tweeting, it's Facebook.
Everything is so instant. I mean, you can get it on your phone as you're walking down the street. Anything.
Somebody could tell you news leaving here this afternoon, and we need to go ahead and tweet it out to get it
Yeah.
out there because somebody else will tweet it out before us.
Right. Okay. Let's see if this call is going to stick or
Okay.
not. Good morning. You're on Connect with me with Anna and Monty. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, good. Can you do me a favor? Turn down your TV set because we can't hear you if you don't. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How's everyone up there?
Good, we're good.
I guess we're okay. What's your
Well,
question?
I love Auntie, Anna and Monty. I just called them
Thank
Auntie.
you. Thank you.
It's a contraction.
That's right. It's like Brangelina.
I love it. So, can you tell me, how do you have all this time to get on Facebook, get on Twitter, and still get on TV? It's so hard.
It is.
It's a
You know what? It
challenge.
it's so consuming. It really is time consuming. But
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're on right now, and I've been posting our pictures while you just have to multitask.
Let me tell you also, we're actually live on air doing the newscast, and sometimes the breaking news, and we get in tips that we use right on the set. So we value when you're watching and you see or know something going on that's going on in your neighborhood. We may be reporting it right then, whether it was a car crash or a fire, and people are giving us a live stream of thought, what's going on right there, and we're able to utilize some of that or alert our news desk. So, I mean, that's how immediate this all is right now.
Do you feel the time crunch more in this day and age than you did, say,
Yes.
5-6 years ago?
Yes.
For sure.
Because
Because of the added social media sourcing from tips and Facebook, and the need to get it back out quickly. And
so how do you find time to do everything? You got to prep for a show. You've got to read the news, or I don't know if you read it online, if you read the paper hard copy. You have a personal life. You have a family. I'm sure you have a family.
Figure it out.
It's how do you manage your time?
it's a little different each day, depending on what the load is. Okay, I mean, you'll go in, you'll read from your conventional sources, your online news like that. Read the paper as well. I listen to talk radio a lot, and I'll listen to the radio. I'll try and get every source that I can. I find myself sitting down an awful lot in front of that computer, a lot more when I first get up in the morning to find out what the headlines are, to check Facebook, to check Twitter, see what's going on overnight that I need to be up to speed on.
You have everything bookmarked where you're going to go? For the most part?
For the most part, Twitter helps because it's just headlines. But, I mean, I think that when you get into this business, it's because you want to know what's going on out there. So from the time you get up, you plug in, you connect constantly. And
has Facebook and Twitter helped, or have they hurt the cause, do you think?
A little bit of both, for
it's
sure.
a new dimension, definitely.
Yeah. I'm a little tired of getting on Facebook and, seeing pictures on there of what people had for breakfast. I guess and I also get tired of the political bantering back and forth. Some people get angry, and there's a lot of, angry talk back and forth on Facebook, and that kind of gets tiring.
But when people send you the tips of breaking news, then that
becomes helpful.
Very much so.
Right. Yeah. All right. We're talking with Anna Laurel and Monty Torres of the Kmph 10 o'clock news. Your phone calls are welcome. Area code 559-265-4331 on this Monday morning. It's on the air, off the presses.
Let's twizzle! Weeknights, do the twizzle with me.
Everybody, starting doing the twizzle. Everybody, if you're ready to sizzle, you twist a little and you twist a lot. And when you really get hot, that's the twizzle. Twizzle, twizzle.
Weeknights starting at 9/8 Central on MeTV.
Twizzle!
And we're here talking with Anna Laurel and Monty Torres this morning on Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. We want to take your phone calls. We want to connect with you. It's 559-265-4331. And Anna, let me ask you, when you first got into the news business, obviously there was no Twitter, no Facebook, no anything. Do you miss the traditional way of putting news together? Because everything is so... You don't?
No.
Really?
No. Because I'm not in that, I didn't have that many years without it.
Okay.
Now I wonder how I ever lived before.
I don't miss the paper teleprompter, and I don't miss that at all.
Do you guys read everything online, or you go hard copy with the B or whatever? Do you do both?
Yeah.
Both. Okay.
I love the morning ritual of looking through the paper and drinking coffee and all of that.
Then taking a walk, and it all kind of sinks in. And then
taking a walk and scrolling through Twitter while I'm doing that.
While you're doing and walking your dog.
Yeah.
And, all right, we're going to talk about your political show in a minute. We have another phone call. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Speak up, and please turn your TV set down if you have it on. Thank you. How are you? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I just want to say these two guys, the 10 o'clock news ain't without, eating the news without you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all I have to say, okay? Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you at 10.
Yeah. By the way, you're not a guy. It's a girl and a guy.
That's okay. You guys, I say that too. That's okay.
Anyway, your political show is in syndication. Not to leave Anna out of the conversation here, but just go ahead and explain.
It's called Vote America 2012. Here in Fresno, it airs Monday. Everywhere it actually ends Monday through Friday. Some days it is actually airing on a Saturday to a replay. But here in Fresno, it's Monday through Friday at 11:30. And elsewhere in the country, I can't tell you always what time it plays.
How many markets is it in?
I know of 20.
Okay.
I don't know specifically all the cities, but I've been told at least around 20. I don't know if that's grown since the show started, which was back in mid-August. So it's...
What's the show about? What's the content?
The show is all about the political season right now. It's the horse race of politics. The who's get the momentum, who's up, who's down with the daily polls. And we're following that every day, as well as the latest breaking news. The kind of stories on which we've already seen during this campaign that campaigns and races can turn on a dime. That such a night will be tomorrow during the debates, Tuesday. So we're on those. We're previewing those, and then we'll be analyzing those too.
Another phone call. Good morning. You're on. Let's see. Hang on a second here. It's not working for some reason. Problem with the phone.
Technical difficulties.
Oops, not there for some reason.
Call again.
Hung up.
I know.
But have you found, Anna, that since the last debate, which was a couple of weeks ago, has Romney gained in the polls?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because of the debate, do you think?
Yes, and you know what? I think also, I thought the debate gave him a great chance to speak his mind. It wasn't that's what a lot of people didn't like about it, because people
Yeah.
wanted to see a fight. But it gave both of them the opportunity to say, this is what I believe, here it is, lay it out there.
They had a chance to banter back and forth.
Yeah, just a
To
little.
define themselves instead of being defined only by the opponent's advertising.
That's right, that's
All
good.
right, let's try it again here. And you know what, guys? We have a faulty phone here. It doesn't work for some reason. The button doesn't work. Anyway. No? I don't know what's going on. That's okay. That's all right. So anyway, this debate tomorrow night, in your opinion,
gonna be good.
in your opinion, how important is it?
Oh, huge.
As a turning point for both candidates. Go ahead.
Well, it's pivotal for both. We're waiting to see how is our president going to respond after all the criticism from the first debate, and is that going to be too strong?
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they both play. It really is like a sporting event.
It is indeed.
What about you, Monty? You think it's going to be a turning point, one way or the other?
I think it has a very potential for being. Whether it will be or not, it will really come down to the actual performances put out by Governor Romney and the president. You know, the analysis right now is that Romney has the momentum. It picked up ever since that first debate. I think everybody is pretty unanimous in feeling that way. So the question is, will that momentum continue, or will it shift directions for the president?
Yeah, mainly in the battleground states like Ohio and
That's where it's
Florida,
all- right.
Virginia. We have another call, but I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. We have to check on this phone after the show and see what's going on. It's working. Hello, good morning. You're on Connect with me. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your question?
Oh, my question, how she stays so beautiful and know what to do?
I think that's for Monty.
It's not for me, I can tell you that.
What?
How do I do it? You know what? A wing and a prayer. That's how it's
Oh,
done.
come on.
It's true. It's true.
Well, she's perfect for it.
Yeah, she is.
Thank
she
you.
is. She is. They make
Okay.
they make a nice couple on the air, don't they?
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Yeah, I watch you every day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for the call. All right, I appreciate it. That is a very interesting and a very important question that I just thought of, and I should have thought of it myself. But, you know, looks in front of a camera, you have to, I mean, you're beautiful. You have to worry about your looks as well as being informed and sounding professional. Tough job, isn't it, Anna?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't try to think about it too much because you'll drive yourself crazy.
Right.
So that's why it is really a wing and a prayer. If it works out, awesome. If it doesn't, okay.
For the rest of us, that is not a tough job for Anna to look great on camera.
Oh.
No, it's not a tough job, but I mean, you know, looks are important. As well as content. And unfortunately, I hate to say that in this day and age.
That's why I like my stage makeup and all. It helps.
That's right.
All right. We're going to be back with more of Anna Laurel and Monty Torres and your phone calls. You know, if the phone works, I don't know. We'll see. Back in just a moment.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the save energy, save time, save money place. The Energy Star qualified, ready, steam equipped, high efficiency Frigidaire affinity place. You heard right. Right now, save big on select Frigidaire laundry pairs and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
Social media. See, we're in a break, and Anna's like, what are you on Facebook here?
I'm tweeting.
You're tweeting. What's the most fun about doing the job? Just coming in every day and working, or what is it?
It's always different. Every day is different. We don't sit at a desk for 8 hours, clock in and clock out. I mean, we love knowing what's going on and discussing it. And then
We're doing that before we're on the news. You know,
Yeah.
we're talking about what's going on, and not only what's going to be in the newscast, but just the things that are, even if maybe don't rise to the level of the story for the newscast, but just what's going on in the community, what's going on with us. So
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, because I've done it too. People think they see you on the street, and they just think you just walk in and you read a teleprompter.
no.
Okay, explain to our viewers who constantly don't get it, they don't understand, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault. What do you do behind the scenes to get ready? I know what
go
you do.
for it. It's you start, because your day starts early.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you thoroughly read through the story, and then you might want to fact check it. You want to make sure that it's saying
You actually write the story.
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So you'll go calling up the original sources, whether it be a police department, whether it be whoever needs you to talk to verify some of the elements of the story to make sure it's this way or that way, or to have additional enlightening questions about it that you can bring out other elements of the story and background. Anna's particularly good at this. She does this, and she'll bring out some extra things at the end of the story, too, that are not in the typical story to say, and since that time, I have this update, I found this, I found that. And so I think you get about as complete a story as you can possibly get when we do that, when Anna does that particularly. And so you get other elements that people are wondering about, the after effect of the story we just told you, and the latest updates and side elements that are of great interest to the viewers.
Mm-hmm. But it's an 8-hour job.
Oh, yes.
Plus.
Yeah, well,
yes, more than that.
Go ahead, Anna.
From the time we wake up, what we were just talking about, finding the headlines, what's going on in the day, talking to everybody here, what's happening in their world.
But actually prepping the show once you get into work. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yes, we meet at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get ready, and it takes us until 9:59, and sometimes they're calling Monty and I out to the set because we've been trying to get everything written and ready up until that point.
That part has gotten more challenging, doing more with less, just like every business in America. But also, Anna's right when saying, first thing you get up in the morning, we're sending emails either to the station saying, hey, did you get this? Have you seen this? If we see something or we hear about something, or back and forth. So it really is more than an 8-hour job in that respect, because now with the interconnectedness, we're finding things out, we're getting it, whatever information, finding if a station has it, sending the tips we get through social media. Hey, check on this. This might be a story for the assignment is to track down.
As you know, we're the watchdog for people. We make calls that people at home may not be able to make, but they're wanting to know, why is this happening in my town? And so we don't just read, somebody sends us an article or a news release. We don't just read that and then spit it back out to people. We have to call and find out the why. Why is this happening? And who is this really going to affect? And what's behind this decision? And that takes a lot of time because a lot of people don't want to just answer your phone call.
Right.
You can't help people understand it if you don't understand it, and understand as well as possible, and have spoken to the people you need to speak to.
Right. You have to understand the story that you're reporting on thoroughly and accurately so you can explain it to the audience.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
Right. How important is it, kind of a two-part question, how important is it to keep your opinion out of the story or stories, and how difficult is it?
It's important, and I think too, I mean, obviously it's important. You can't sway people one way or the other. The facts have to. That's hard for me because I'm very opinionated, and I think a lot of people in our business are.
Well, everybody is, to a certain extent. I mean, everybody has an opinion about something or other, but go ahead.
You have to take yourself out of it. And it's interesting, talking about the debate, I think that's why a lot of people didn't like that moderator the first time around,
Jim
because
Lehrer,
he wasn't opinionated enough, and people are getting used to that. They're used to seeing their person on the desk be opinionated.
That opens up a whole other area of what's been happening in the news in the last decade.
Yeah, okay. Call here. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you, and what's your question?
Question is, with the stories that we report every night, are there ever stories that really affect you personally, and how do you handle those type of situations?
Certainly.
Yes, Laura.
Certainly. The hard stories, the stories that truly, I mean, I don't want to say pull at your heartstrings, that's so trite, but when something tragic happens, that is, it's very sad. I think I guess for everybody it's different. With a child, that something bad happens, that makes me so sad. It takes a minute to kind of digest it and get through it.
Right. Okay. We're going to take a break and come back. We got one more segment. Better hurry with your phone calls. 265-4331. Back with Anna and Monty in a moment.
From now on, when I sneeze, I'll try to sneeze more friendly.
And we're back. A very little amount of time left here in this segment and the show today on the air off the presses with Anna and Monty. And we're talking about what kind of a story affects you the most? What story will just get to you and just won't let go for a couple of days?
When something happens to a child, because they're the innocent, so innocent.
Yeah.
Whether it's an accident happens or someone hurts them. For me.
I would say the same. I mean, being the father of 6 kids, when I see something related to children like that, it does impact me a lot too. I want to say also that I notice, it goes beyond that. I know our viewers react. We get the response we get, not just people, but even things that happen, cruelty to an animal or a pet or something like that. We get a lot of viewer response to that every time.
Yeah, animal abuse.
Abuse,
yeah, that hurts.
Like that.
That really tugs. I know it does. We got one more call here. I think we only have time for one. Good morning, or Connect with Me. And your question.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Real good, real good. Hey, I'd like to say, no, even though she's very pretty, I enjoy her intelligence.
I'm about to hear her say a butt.
I was wondering that if this.
Go ahead. Hurry.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if this ambassador's murder is going to be a part of this this debate.
Okay, thanks for the call. Thanks for the question. We got just a couple of minutes left.
I
Go
would
ahead.
say most definitely.
It will.
I cannot imagine it not coming up in light of the fact that this is about foreign policy tonight.
Right.
And that is a tremendous foreign policy current issue, as well as in some respects a major misstep in terms of how it was perceived to be handled afterwards.
We talked about opinions jumping into the story, and we've seen a lot of that over the last 10 years, as you mentioned. And Anna, you've got Fox News, you've got CNN, you've got MSNBC. Everybody is spewing their opinions. Does that water down the news, in your opinion?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
For it to be, especially a whole network like an MSNBC, you start to think, oh, you can't believe what they're even telling you.
You must relate to this too. I've been shocked to see this development in news. I know, and maybe it was never this way. They say that no matter how objective you are, you're never completely objective. You always have your own perspective. But still,
Do you think that's true to a certain extent with every news anchor?
To an extent, maybe. But I seem to believe and seem to think that in an earlier age, newscasters did restrain themselves and were, at least it appeared to me, that they were more balanced and less opinionated. Not like it's gotten where it's become very polarized now.
Is it less balanced now, Anna, even in the mainstream media?
Oh, I would say so, for sure. You can see little things, little ways that they phrase things, or it's so, come on, really? They're trying to slant you and make you feel a certain way. It could just be a word, a way that they use the word. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Why do you think that is? Does anybody have an answer to that? Or?
Because it appears, the only one answer to give, and we all know this to an extent, it appears that it seems to get ratings.
It's provocative.
Mm-hmm. It's ratings, and ratings obviously equal what?
Money.
Exactly.
Money. And the other biggest thing that we've seen in the last 10 years is a reduction in the size of staffing behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And you guys have seen that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has. Yeah, how does that affect the news? Does it affect the performance? Does it affect the product?
Just as Anna was saying earlier, it gives us a lot more to do, but no more time to do it. So it pushes things to the limit in terms of being able to get it all done before we go to air.
Right.
There are nights literally that they're saying, Monty and Anna, please come to the set. You have about 30 seconds. And we're running down the hall. I'm spraying my hair as I run.
Because you're multitasking. We didn't used to multitask years ago the way we're doing now. And so we're doing 20 different things. We have about 30 seconds left. What's coming up tonight? Or is it too early to tell?
In the news?
Yeah.
It's too early to tell.
It's too early to tell right now. It's only 11
What we tell you
o'clock in the
now will
morning.
probably be old news by the time we go on tonight.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, we've got, 10 hours and counting before you're on the air. We're going to replay this, of course, at 7:30. It sure was a pleasure meeting
nice
you.
to meet you
hope you
too,
guys come
John.
back. And you
Thanks so
guys
much.
are welcome here anytime.
Okay.
Glad to promote your show
Excellent.
anytime.
Thank you, John.
Good to
Likewise.
see you, Monty. All right. Anna Laurel Monty Torres, live at 10 o'clock each and every Monday through Friday on the Kmph 10 o'clock news. We're back tomorrow. Hey, we're talking about the privatization of garbage in the city of Fresno tomorrow. It'll be a two-person debate. See you then.
Hi, I'm Alan Brady. You remember me from The Alan Brady Show?
Yes, if Alan needs any help. Shut up, Mel. Yes, sir. Shut up, Mel. Shut up, Mel. Yes, sir.
I had the best TV writers on my show. Rob Petrie, Sally Rogers,
Hey, I got it. Don't anybody move.
and Buddy Sorrell.
Well, hey, you moved. I forgot it.
On the Dick Van Dyke Show here.
Alan, if you're...
Shut up, Mel. On MeTV.
Weeknights at 9:30, 8:30 Central on MeTV.
What's the matter with you?